Welcome gamers to another One Piece Banterous video. So today is going to be a special one. We're going to be reacting to PNG's top 10 non-EX characters list. I saw the video. Well, I thought like maybe let me just because since I'm a YouTuber now, let me just react to his video and make my own list. So I feel like you'll like this one. Maybe the characters you didn't get to see on PNG's list you'll get to see. I mean, I'm making this list. It's not like I'm not a fan of PNG. Love what he does for the OPPR community and everything. So there's no hate or grudge against him. But it's all in fun and just sharing our content. So let's move on to the list. Oh, like his intro that he did, of course.
Onigashima Olin or Big Mom, Hybrid Kaido, and also Enma Zoro has completely balanced out their game a bit more. Because these three units, although really powerful, but they're not unbeatable, not like Freelman Shanks. But those three new EXs can control and keep the Freelman Shanks in place, so he doesn't actually completely overpower everybody. But these three units can easily beat Freelman Shanks as well. So that's why now the game is a bit more enjoyable. They have released and given more opportunity other characters to actually be playing in the meta now, so you won't have to just always play the same old characters to fight against Freelman Shanks just to survive and compete in the league. Now you'll be fine. So the top 10 list is all PNG's personal opinion and observation have seen in the league who are the best units, non-EX units to use. So hopefully that you guys would agree. If you don't agree, of course, just put a comment down below and put your recommendation or any character that I've missed that I should have mentioned in the top 10 or put them in their place. But for now, it's all my opinion and hopefully that you agree. If you did agree, of course, like and subscribe. Alright, let's get to the list then. Number 10. Animal Kingdom Pirates lead performer, Jack. No matter what, I will always rank Jack really high. He is still really strong. I haven't actually officially tested him in the meta, but I have played some casual game with him. Still trying to learn how to basically dodge and attack the new free EX units. But Jack is a really powerful unit. As long as you have the patience to rapidly try to build up his attack, you can easily butcher the free free EX units. Enma Zoro, Hybrid Kaido, and Onigashima Big Mom. I'm up against someone like Film Red Shanks, you'll be fine, as you will easily can destroy him with Jack's power, but it's just a matter of that you need to be patient and work around him, and once you get your 50% extra attack, he is literally a Jack the Butcher, Jack the Ripper. It's just really depend how well you can play him, but for me, I love this character. He is my best attacker, I would say. I still use him even up until now. Really powerful unit. So yeah, I will still put him one of the top 10 units to use in the current meta.
I do agree about what he says about Roman Shanks. He was like a dominant, the best unit for months. I mean, there's only a few EX characters that were able to do the era that he was able to do, completely dominating everyone. So yeah, these three EX, the reason why people call them balanced is because they do not just game over the game. Many characters that were meta, not even meta in X-Shanks' era, can kill these new EX characters. So this is what makes these three new EXs balanced. So I see PNG's top 10 is Jack. There's a little bias, of course, and like there's no harm or anything when it comes to that. Like if you really enjoy playing a unit for so long, I mean, you'd want to see them in your list every time. So for me, I put Alti as my top 10, as you can see. I would say like you could easily like put in Jack and Alti as a tie, but I prefer Alti because even Alti without her attack buffs, she can still perform and do well. And Alti is a bit more tanky than Jack because Jack is a little bit squishy for an attacker. Even like as squishy as like the who's who, but at least Jack has a proper healing and all of that. And yeah, he he did mention like once Jack gets an attack buff and you're able to get your dodges, and you'll be out able to outplay like Funway Shanks and all of these powerful units. And kind of not being in the meta helps Jack a little bit more. But Zoro is still a menace to Jack. But Alti, at 6 star, well, I can deal better with the fourth anniversary units than Jack does because Kaido heal blocks, Big Mom ignores defense, and what is it? Zoro has that multiple hit. So Jack, I don't think deserves a place in the top 10 for sure. Alti, has the tankiness over Jack. This is why I say Alti deserves this spot.
Number 9, Stampede Boa Hancock. So Boa, this Stampede version is gonna be very useful right now because now you don't have to worry about it. Just keep facing Filmed Shanks anymore. You have other characters to face someone like EX Onigashima Big Mom, Hybrid Kaido, and EX Zoro. Those 3 units are not immune to status infliction, so you could easily turn them to stone and you can take full advantage of them. Once you get a hand on you, turn you to a stone, you are just basically her victim. She would destroy all those characters quite easily. But of course, she is a runner after all. You just have to focus on doing your role, run around, turn them to stone, and just avoid fighting if you have to, if you can, and just go and just grab treasures. Boa has this is the strongest Boa we have, which is quite good. So for now, I would say if you have her, work on her and buy her fragments, unlock her, you will have a lot of fun playing her in the league, and she will actually help you to defeat all the 3 EX units. And just only character just be wary of is just Film Red Shanks. But overall, she's a powerful unit right now to use.
So I see PNG placed Boa a little bit lower than uh, what is it I did. Mine is actually higher. Actually, for me, how I see runners, how are you able to be a runner and be able to cap is you need to be able to be aggressive. Because if you look at all like the top runners that are not like the green crocodile or the red Mako, the top runners that people favor the most are the ones that can hold the flag. They can defend the enemy. They can attack the enemy. They don't just cap and then just instantly die. So these are a type of runners that you want. They can have traits to handle the meta character, the meta attackers, the meta not defenders will not do much to runners, but the meta attackers are the problems for runners, most runners. So with Boa, I don't feel like she deserves the spot. I mean, her weakness is like the Petrify is a little bit lower. Like the timing is not as much as she needs to be. So she needs Warlord support and all of that. But my number 9 actually is Wano Mako. I mean, you'd be surprised, like Wano Mako has more durability when it comes to capping a flag than Boa. But the thing is with Wano Mako, outside of everything else, outside of his capping traits and his healing with skill 2 and his incredible skill, he's just nothing. He's fodder. He can't attack. He can't defend himself. He can only push back the enemy, stop back the enemy. Everyone now can attack him while he's flying with his skill 2, that the flying bird skill. So it's not as fast as King. So you can't escape danger. So like there's a lot of holes like with Marco, and it's just the damage is not there. Like you can't hold off the enemy to not stop them to chase you. Whenever they see you as a Marco, they know you're easy meat. You're not gonna do damage. You're not gonna do anything. So no, I personally put Marco at 9. Even if you're getting those treasures, it's just you really need to play as a runner. Like you're depending on your teammates to kill those enemies, be able to defend those flags against enemies. Marco is just there. Yeah, yes, they're annoying. Runner to cap flags, and I feel like probably is a bit better. Like Supermass a bit better than him right now in the current meta because at least he can go invisible. Still, they still do the same role because now Marco's doing the same role. Marco's not as tanky as he was. Like there's a lot of characters that can go through his defense buff while he's flying. Because when he came out, he was so tanky. No one could do damage to him. No one could down him when he was flying away and going to cap flags. So yeah, that's what all I have to say about Marco. Took a little bit more time there, of course.
Number 8, Film Gold Guild Tesoro. Yep, I have seen a few Tesoro running around in the meta right now, and he is powerful. He can easily destroy the current 3 EX units. He is not flexible, he's kind of stiff as an attacker, and you can see he is a very fragile character as well. He can land hard, strong hits and strong blows to destroy characters, but he's quite fragile. So the way you should play him, of course, is build him with HP, attack, and some defense. Then you can at least survive a few hits. Unfortunately, his I would say Banner need to work on his traits again, because while turn the enemy into gold, he doesn't have enough time to come back and attack people, which is quite unfortunate. But if he does turn you to gold, you just gonna get destroyed by him, man. Because right now the 3 new EXs are not immune to status infliction. He will destroy them. But it's the only character you still have to be worried about is just Film Red Shanks. But other than that, you will find it's quite enjoyable using Tesoro and just play in the meta, and he will win you games.
Well, I mean, with Tesoro, I actually have to, agree. Like, yes, he's squishy, and he doesn't have a lot of heals. He deals a lot of damage. I placed him one step higher, like literally. The what is this? Is this the number 7 or 8? I'm a bit lost, but yes, I swapped because the next one on PNG's list is it what is it? Is it Rayleigh or something else? But I think it's Rayleigh. Yes, I swapped. I put Rayleigh a bit lower, and then Tesoro a bit high. So the reason why I put Rayleigh a bit lower is that Rayleigh is good, yes, and there's still some from Red Shanks running around. Big Mom skills are easy to dodge. Kaido skills, to healing ability you can dodge as well, and Zoro skills you can dodge. But the thing is, with Rayleigh, you need perfect connection and non-leggy games, and of course you need everything to go your way and to teleport. So him as a runner, he is good, but I feel like at this point, everyone knows that Ray has to dodge, and most people will be to dodge. So you have to be incredibly skilled to put Rayleigh high on this list. Like you can okay, put him at 5, not at 4, 3, 2, 1, but probably at 5 at best. But yeah, that's something like if you're a top skilled Rayleigh user, you can do that. But for me, I just have to put him at what is it? 8. Yes. So that is what I no 7. That's what I decided to go with. And then Zoro at 6. And then there's no. Yeah, Rail is 8, and then so on. So, anyways, let's move on now to the next number.
Number 7, Roger Pirate's first mate, Silvers Rayleigh. Hey, Silvers Rayleigh is back. Well, right now, because you don't have to worry about fighting Film Red Shanks as much now, you have Enma Zoro, Onigashima Big Mom, and Hybrid Kaido to face more, and King. You will be able to at least fight against them as long you just play a role, play smart, be patient, learn their attack timing, and then when you learn how to perfect dodge their skill, they are just your play toys, man. He will destroy them. But of course, he's a runner after all. You need to focus on going around and grabbing treasures. So playing Rayleigh does require a bit of practice and trial and error, learning the new 3 EXs and King's timing. Then you'll be fine. You will be able to just dominate matches, and of course, maybe not get MVPs, be the main value player, but you will help your team to win games, and you enjoy perfect dodging and strike them with it. So yeah, just play Radiate with numerous times. You will master him, and then you'll be fine. He will be a very enjoyable character to compete in the meta.
Well, I did discuss about Rayleigh and a bit about Tesoro. So, I mean, this list, these two, are pretty close to each other. So, I had to talk about them interlinked. I mean, you could easily swap either of them around as an attacker or runner, but I feel like Tesoro is a little bit more, consistent than the run. I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, Rayleigh is the run. He has kept speed. He can save the game, can clutch game. But it's just you need to have him with non-connection and stable, and you need to know how to dodge skills. There's so much preparation you need to do. Than with Tesoro, you just need to spam your skill one gold and
Number 6, Don Quixote Pirates Captain Don Quixote Doflamingo. Yep, Dorothy is still a really powerful unit. Even until now, he still can hold his ground and destroy airy characters. Only issue is you will have to be careful up against someone like Big Mom, because if she managed to start burning you, most of your attack won't do much damage, and also of course, there's so many characters are quite powerful. They can easily break your shield. So you just have to be extremely cautious when it comes to playing Dolphy. Play smart. Just focus on getting your shield up all the time. Defend yourself, and you will able to destroy the opponents. But of course, the key way to play him is to survive when he hits his 50% HP or below. Then if you can just manipulate around that 50% plus your shield around, you can destroy any characters. He is quite a safe character to play. He will destroy most of the units out there, including the free new EXs, so you'll be fine. He will still a very powerful character to play and compete in the meta.
so yes, me and PNG have the same character, Dofi at number 6. With Dofi, the problem has always been that his damage and the certain notification. I agree that it has to be below 50%, but his normal attack damage increase being below 50% has always been his biggest fraud movement that he's been carrying. But yes, his shield, like there's so many counters for him, but he's still good. Like if you dodge big moms, Mazer Cannon, other skills that penetrate, like go past your skills, you can do well with him. Even if people they take away your shield too quick, you can still fight a bit without your shield and get it back before the enemy tries to kill you. And he has revive, damage increase, or like his damage increase is insane. And the key thing is like placing your shield where the enemy will want to attack you, where the enemy will have no choice to attack you. That is the play with Dofi. Because if you place your shield where the enemy will just have, like they run away, they don't need to attack you, they will wait, and then after that try to attack you without a shield. Even sometimes I do that because, like, like if you want to fight Dofi mindlessly headlong on the shield, you're just going to just get folded because he's not gonna penetrate his shield, and then you're just going to die. So I think that's what I have to say about him.
Number 5, Raid on Onigashima, Usta's Kid. Well, this kid will remain, well, for now anyway, most of the time being, he will remain one of the top units, non-EX units to use to compete in the league, because he is very safe, very easy to use. All of his attack and skills were able to help you to survive and defend the treasure really well. He is really annoying to deal with as well. Even the three EXs that in the current meta, Big Mom, Hybrid Kaido, and EX Zoro, will find it a little bit challenging, annoying to deal with this kid. As long he can still continue to use his that spinning void rubbles that continues the attack, he will just keep healing. Every time you knock him back, he will heal. So yeah, he's a very great surviving, and he's a knockback king at the end of the day. He will able to annoy all the characters out there. He is a very strong unit and very easy to use. That's why I would say he's still one of the best units to use in the league.
So I see PNG put Eustace Kid at number 5. Actually, I wanted to put him on the list and replace like Wanomarka, but I just couldn't just put Wanomarka away for Kid because, I mean, Kid is a defender at the end of the day, but Kid is like a little bit old, to be still in the top 10. Even though, yes, he's a very easy character to play. You just place your Vortex, and those metal shards, they just keep attacking the enemy with fixed damage and all of that. But at this point, many characters can heal and anti-block him, like the new X units multiple hit, the Zoro tied with the heal block, and you can constantly keep attacking and healing from kids, thing. And then like, kind of kids metal shot is easy to dodge, you know, uh, even though like he's tanky, yes, he can bring you that win rate consistently. It's just that I feel like he's fallen off a bit. Like you can get good games with him, but he's not as consistent. So I just put him in my honorable mention list. I'm sure like for the kid fans out there, he needs a new unit. Probably in the 5th year anniversary he'll get one with a law or something, a tag unit with law. Depends on who they make the main character and the tag character, but we'll see. But yes, like I don't feel like Kid deserves the spot. Who I actually put was Boa. Boa deserves. I feel like she deserves number five. Like she's not highly rated as a runner. Like she can hold her own. Her healing is insane. Like you just if you know how to bait your enemy and you know how to use Boa as normals to bait the enemy, uh, you can fully heal. You can nullify or still effect with skill one, but not knockback. It should have nullified knockback. That skill would have made it more of a moving running skill. But I feel like Boa, like with that petrification, she can like when if you get lucky with that RNG, like Perospero or Whitebeard is not as because Whitebeard's Tremor is good, but he doesn't get lucky as often. But with Boa, both skills they petrify, they turn them to stone, and you can keep combo until the enemy is dead and get treasure. You see, but with when it comes to Monomaku gets the treasure, gets blasted away, can't even escape, can't even run away, and then the treasure gets taken back. But at least Boa has a chance to defend the flag and kill the enemy and move on to the next flag. So it's that kind of thing. Like if you are that runner player, you go from flag to flag, you can do that. But at times it doesn't work out all that well. There's if you're with a team that can't kill this annoying enemy and you are a player experienced enough to kill that annoying enemy, you have to do it with your runner. You can't always play that runner red role when your teammates have to do the guarding role, the attacking role for you. So you have to have a runner who can at least support in those roles as well. So that's why I placed Bo at five.
Number 4, Land of Wano, Marco. Yup, this Marco is still a really good unit to use. He will help you to win the heck a lot of games. His main role is to not to fight, is to capture treasure and support your allies. Heal your allies, provide them with HP recoveries and defenses. You will at least get your allies to survive longer. Let your allies grab the enemy's attention, so you can just literally just run around and grab treasures, because though most of the enemy, once you get hold of a treasure, it's quite difficult to get him off the treasure. But overall, this Marco does require you to be patient. If you are a KO hunter, you will not like this character, but any character know how to play their role as a runner, you will love this character. This guy is still really good runner. He will do a lot of support and annoy your enemy. So yeah, definitely a very top, one of the best runner in the game right now.
So I hear PNG's comment about Marco. Well, yes, he is annoying, and he can cap the flag. He has that cap resistance. The only thing that can remove him is like removing on his HP or inflicting status effect, which is good. But a lot of runners can inflict status effect. King, Kaido with the heal block and all of those things, and Kylo can just knock you back out of your skill 2 that you're running. Big Mom can do the same thing. Zoro can do the same thing with skill 1. There's a lot of um, things that you can't use to heal that skill 1 with Marco. And Marco is not as tanky. Before, like Marco could just run through everything, like healing allies, tanking everything, running to the next flag. His death buff was like how King is tanky right now when he has a death buff. So yeah, Marco is good, yes, but I feel like he deserves a top 10 spot, but I put him much lower because of his non-ability to not help the team when it comes to, because guys, I mean in global, your allies, you know how they are, they're trash. You're always doing most of the work, most of the heavy work. So if you're running Marco and you're expecting every game for you to be the annoying runner, you're not gonna carry as much. Yes, you'll get those games where you are winning by luck because the teammate was able to carry and do all of that stuff, but it's not that consistent. So my number 4 unit is actually I can't believe how PNG didn't put this is the only defender I put. I wanted to put Frankie, because his buff version is really good. He gets his skill 1 much quicker and it heals much better, and you get the attack buff, much more consistently. So I wanted to put Frankie as in the top 10. But the problem I didn't also mention with defenders, like, okay, defenders can hold the flags, right? But once they have to move out the flag, they have to fight outside of the flag. This is the problem. Those defenders, they can't tank, or they can't fight, or they can't stall the enemy or make enough of an impact outside of the flag. But Treble, even though he is also a defender, if you have his RNG, 6% of the time is always activating, you can beat Zoro. I've also done that. Like, I've been in like the 5-star Zoros or 6-star Zoros with. So as I was saying, I was able to kill a 6-star, Enma Zoro, Oni Zoro with like a treble, because once I had that, God tier RNG with him, his normal multi-normal health wasn't able to land, and I was constantly able to attack him, slow him down, and if he didn't have that type advantage on me, he doesn't have that resist stagger. Even if sometimes he has resist stagger, all I need to do is down him, place him with my skill 1 to take away the skill, and treble can take away people's skills, which Kid can do, Frankie can do. There's other defenders that can do that, but yes, treble can do that as well. So treble is really, really good. People downplay him and everything, but that sticky chain and everything, it helps the allies so much, because once enemies slow down, your teammate can be able to get to them and get them and hit them. Then won't be able to perform a coward's play and run away and only spam skills. So treble can stop that. Like, if you're a player that likes to run away from you and everything, treble is one of the best units to use, so that you cannot be annoyed.
Number 3, Big Mom Pirates crewmate Charlotte Pelospello. Pelolin? Yep, this annoying bastard is back. He is a very annoying character to deal with. I don't know how the Bandai managed to give him such a broken trait. Well, when Filmer Shank was around, he is nowhere to be seen. But now we have the 3 new EXs that is status inflict available to be in status inflicted. He is back. He will able to control the 3 new EXs because they're not immune to his candified ability. But of course, you still have to be extremely careful against Filmer Shanks. If you're unfortunate enough to face a full enemy team with Filmer Shanks, you just forget it. Pelospello won't survive against them. But if you do fight for all against like King, EX Zoro, Big Moms, Hybrid Kaido, even Uta, you'll be fine. This guy will annoy the heck out of him. His candified skill is so broken. He can always somehow have access to it all the time, and he can rapidly get them back, his skill 1 and 2. So he's very dangerous right now in the league. But well, as I say, man, he is back. He will destroy every character, and one of the top units to use right now.
I mean, with Pelospello, we have him on the same list and everything like that. So with him, it's just the candy. He gets it all the time now with less Filmer Shanks. Even the Filmer Shanks now can be candy thanks to Zoro, Kaido, Big Mom, removing that state, and King. Removing that status effect from him, which is great. So now Pero is playable, but I have played him in a couple of matches. Once there's Filmer Shanks and your team does not have Zoro, King, Kaido, and they don't, those allies do not remove Shanks Haki State, Pelospello suffers like he always did. But without those units, you can really just just kill the enemy like nothing. It's infinite candy, infinite healing, infinite skills. That's how he always was. He's back into the map.
Number 2, Film Red Uta. Yep, Uta. You don't have to say much. You probably see a lot of Uta right now in the league. Especially right now, she's unlockable now. All the movie characters is not completely rare anymore. You can actually unlock her just by buying her fragments. Or one day that Bandai will release her banner and just hope you can actually summon her and just get her unlocked straight away. I will eventually work on her, but I'm focusing on other characters. She is a very powerful unit. She can literally destroy every character, including her daddy himself, the film Red Shanks. So if you want to win lots of games, she is your girl. She will destroy all of the characters out there, including the free new EXs. If you are able to just play around, practice how what her style is, you can destroy Enma Zoro, Hybrid Kaido, Onigashima Big Mom very, very easily because she can not only deliver high damages, she can easily crucify you and then you become a victim very quickly. So yeah, if you have her, work on her, she will win you heck of a lot of games and a lot of KOs as well.
So this is going to be my honorable mentions. So I put Frankie, Jack, Shiki, Jimbe, Raid Law, and Kid. So yeah, these are my honorable mentions. These are the ones you can put in the number 10, 9 spot, or however you see fit. Like if you really like those units, they're really good. And if you really excel at them and you expected them and you know how to manipulate them to win games, these characters can perform well for you in league. It's just that they take a much higher skill and you really need to be able to compensate for their weaknesses to excel with them in league. That's all I have to say about these 5 units. Chiki, I mean, he just probably needs a buff again, maybe skill to invincibility, and I don't know, like I don't know what else. Maybe yeah, we'll see. Whenever they maybe like make because Shiki came back not long ago, but he didn't get buffed. He came back with what is it, Boa and Tesoro. Yes, all those movie units. But yeah, so like Shiki just needs that invincibility on the skill too because it gets interrupted a lot. And then Raid Law, I mean Raid Law is good, the heal block. It's just that skill 1 casting is way too slow. It needs a buff improvement like the Shanks skill 2. If you watch those Shanks skill 2, is Osero, like from old gameplays, it was so slow, man. He was literally, taking his time swinging that sword to launch his slash attack. So, yeah, Redlaw needs that, and maybe his room needs to be bigger, like Blackbeard's range for his skill 2. So, yes, probably he'll get buffs in the future. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about these honorable mention characters. So I hear, what PNG has to say about Uta. We'll get to that later. I just wanted to, get to the number 2 and number 1 real quick because I feel like it's important to address this. Here's, your clown joke and everything for the day. So my number 2 character and my number 1 character. So my 2 character is like the Bartholomew Kuma. Yes, I mean, this unit is amazing, guys. Once you able to use that ultimetal, which I was not able to farm with him, you'll be able to, get your skill 1 really fast. Knock back AOE the entire field of an enemy. I mean, it's a really great effect. His traits have been enormously buffed. He's like the best unit. I mean, the number 1 only, contests with Kuma like so much, and we all know who the number 1 is. Big Mom. Big Mom is also a fantastic unit. This what is it? Whole Cake Island. Big Mom before her hunger pains and everything. I mean, her Zeus ability is really insane. It has a range that is like just unbelievable, shocking the whole team, immobilizing us, rendering us unable to play. So, these 2 characters, how can you argue them that they're not the best characters in the game? I mean, I have the Mex. I'm just missing that ultimate medal for Kuma so I can spam my skill 1 infinite and just annoy everyone. So, guys, honestly, I'm joking, as you can tell. Yes, but really, in global, these are the number 2 and number 1 unit in the game. So, I mean, if you know how to do the mod, have the mod menu and hack, I mean, this is what you do. Just put those mail sets, spam the same thing and over again. I mean, yeah, that's the joke of the day. So now we can move on to the legitimate number 2 and 1 of the game. It's a bit different, of course. I have something to say with how PNG, you know, worded everything, of course.
Number 1, Animal Kingdom Pirates lead performer, King. Yup, you won't have to say much anymore. King is the best Bounty Festival unit right now. You will see a heck a lot of him in the games and the league. He can easily just win you shite a lot of the games. He's extremely quick, and as I probably had mentioned on my top 10 units, he is one of the top 10 characters in the game. The only Bounty Festival non-EX unit to be ranked at the top 10 characters. He is just basically a Wano Marco on steroids. Definitely. Very quickly, very annoying. He can destroy all the characters out there, especially when turned into his pterodactyl form, his Zoan form, and just charge into you and just destroy you. And then or if he doesn't destroy, he'll knock you back. Or he got another skill to knock you away and just steal the treasure. So I would say I would say nobody will not disagree that King is the best Bounty Festival unit right now, and he will win you shitloads of games. So if you did get him, good for you. Work on him or unlock him at least, so you could compete and just join the top SS League. He's a very good unit. I'll be probably work on him, and I just got him at level 100 about 2 weeks ago, so I'll be working on him and see. I'm still working on a medal set for him, but as I said, man, he is definitely the best unit to use as a non-EX unit. Yep, definitely number 1.
So I'm sure PNG, if he ever gets to see this video, is surprised that I don't put King at number 1. I'm sorry, guys. King is number 2. Let me explain. I have both Uta and King, 6-star, Boost 2. I've used them quite extensively. Other people call me Meta Slave, but anyways, regardless of that, I would say that Uta is like really. I'm not being biased to anything, guys. Better than Zoro, better than Kaido. I'm the only unit that you can say that is better than Uta is Big Mom. That's the only unit that you can, I feel like, argue like objectively without having bias or having object like Uta. But anyways, let's just start with King. So King, the reason why he's number 2, he's fast, incredibly fast. He gets defense buff on his skill 2. He can fight Big Mom because he nullifies her flame, so he doesn't kill Big Mom when fighting her. And King, with his skill 1, is doing fixed damage. Is able to make Big Mom less tanky. I don't remember her traits quite well, but I do feel like her damage reduction is probably HP based as well. So yeah, once you get that skill 1 on her, fully on her, get that 40% of her HP done, then you use skill 2, easily able to KO Big Mom. Because that nullify a flame makes King the counter to also Big Mom. But regardless of that, guys, you must actually think. So yes, like that, King does well against Kaido as well, able to hybrid Kaido, of course, able to cancel him out. Does somewhat well against Zoro. If the Zoro is not cautious when you're flying or you're using the skill 1 on him when he's using his Ashra skill. So that's all of that. And yeah, King just obliterates full red shanks and everything. Let me just say this as an intro. Let me just say this as something like King could have been number 1 if there's still a lot more full red shanks running around, because Uta is not the absolute counter to full red shanks. King is, but now with full red shanks, complete he's way lessened, and Uta can still kill full red shanks, but not doesn't have to suffer the headache of getting unlucky with the RNG stands and Shanks trapping you into in those normals and all of that. So yeah. So the reason why I placed Uta number 1, now let's get to Uta. King, top runner, Ape has that invincibility of keeping flex the 3 hits, and he nullifies status effects, but not when using his skill 2. Yes, he's an incredible runner, can win you many games, but let's get to how Uta, I feel like she's number. And guys, it's not bias. There's no waifu power, whatever. No. This is what I've seen. Generally, if I'm using King alone, I can sometimes struggle to carry the game because maybe there's a character I can't kill, or there's a character the team is annoying, and I can't get to the flag, and while I also having to kill them. But with Uta, the story is just different. So with Uta, her Sing Sing now is 100% more effective. Her basics have infinite stagger. Her 1-2 combo. Like if you guys didn't know, with Uta, once you Sing Sing the opponent, you get them with that 1-2-1, like your first two normal attacks, 1-2, 1-2. You keep doing that, they'll never be downed, and you will simply do that until the Sing Sing runs out or you kill them eventually. So there's that. The reason why Uta is so high, she's able to make all the runners in the current meta look like babies. Literally furthers nothing. Like they are not able to make her struggle in any sort of way. Zoro takes. I also feel like Uto's also better than Zoro because Zoro has to take his time fighting. Like he has to take time, fighting. The King, Kaido, all these runners, Big Mom, and everything. Uto is just sing sing, 1-2 basics, or use your skill to whatever, one shot, done. Move on to the next lane, and you have your skill on again. Rinse and repeat. So she is absolutely an insane unit. So if you are like a good player with good map awareness, she is easily number one. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction and my top 10 non-EX units on today's video. So hope you leave a like and subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff, and I will see you in the next video.